Stews, we're making casseroles. Look at that. Folks, this is cast iron like we know, like we love, but this is cast iron without the seasoning, without the babying. This is cast iron that you can put in the dishwasher. It's cast iron that gives you all the upside and no downside. Oh boy, Kitchen HQ. This is exclusive. Every single piece that we've ever done is a customer pick, 5-star rated customer pick. Today, we're launching the new and improved and upgraded 4.5-quart, bigger capacity. This is that amazing braiser. But let me tell you, when we say this is non-stick, we mean it. When we say this is easy clean, we mean it. Normally, when we say the words cast iron, you would never say, well, you'd never say clean. You'd never say non-stick. We are going to do it tonight. I said we have the last presentation. 27,000 are sold. I have a couple thousand left. That is all. A few of the colors are gone. I'm so thankful I even have 4 colors. Starting with the teal, you're going to get the heat-tempered glass lid as well. Notice the silicone handle covers that you're going to get. This is a new design with the helper handles at the side that we're going to talk about. That's teal. This is going to be the red right next to it, which is always the most popular. There's that gorgeous, crisp, clean white behind. And then this is the one that our director Dixon bought. This is the black one. He's got everything black in the Kitchen HQ line. Listen, we're doing 3 Flex Pay, and we're doing this with a gentleman that studied at the French Culinary Institute. He is an author. He is a restaurateur. He's an all-round amazing guy. Chef Shahir, how are you, my friend? It's so good to be with you. You've been cooking up a storm.
And you know what? It smells good. It still smells good in here. Adam, this is it. Look at this steak. This is, to me, quintessential cast iron cooking because it's all about getting hot, staying hot, look at this even sear of a steak, of a pork chop, of a chicken thigh that looks absolutely perfect. So we always knew that cast iron is the best for searing, roasting, braising, frying for this reason. It gets hot and it stays hot, but it's always been a pain to take care of. Old school cast iron, you've got to season it. You can't really wash it. You've got to have a thin layer of oil. It's kind of grimy. At Kitchen HQ, we said, let's go with cast iron, make it non-stick.
This is generational. This is something you're going to have right forever, and you're going to pass this down. The quality is extraordinary. And Chef, let's face it,
look at that.
The price is insane. For the amount of things you'll use this for, this is your go-to pan.
In this presentation, we're going to sear, poach, braise, we're going to fry, you're going to bake. I'm going to show you all of that. But first, look at this. Can you do that in old school cast iron?
And I'm watching you do this live. There's no magic trick
There's no magic. We just seared those beautiful ribeyes. I just wiped it out. It's good as new. Now watch this. As I add liquid to my pan, you're gonna hear it sizzle right away. This is the heat retention that I'm talking about, right? I took it off the heat for a minute or two. It's still bubbling and boiling away, and it's coming up to temp. Even something sticky, like a little teriyaki sauce.
You wouldn't.
Is not gonna stick to the bottom. So in the presentation, we're gonna see cheese, we're gonna see sugars, we're gonna see, you know, berry crumbles. Nothing will stick. You can use your metal utensils.
You would never do that in a million years, really?
That's the non-stick coating protecting it. So by all means, go nuts. Now we've also got the lid, so check this out. Now you're adding your veg into this teriyaki kind of sauce that I'm gonna pour onto my ribeye. And then we're gonna take some onions. We've got that teriyaki sauce, a little bit of stock, and we're gonna use this airtight lid. Now what that does is, look, right away, it traps in that steam. So now we're cooking with steam. We can poach, we can braise. It's airtight because of that silicone rim that's locking in the air, which is super important.
Don't you think this is the best we've ever done?
This is unbelievable to me.
Like, honestly, and even the new design, there's no long handle on this one.
No long handle on this one because this is 4.5 quarts, 3 inches deep. So when you see some of the big pot roasts that I'm going to reveal later, it can get to be, you know, a big crowd-pleasing thing. So we wanted to make it super easy to handle, and with the silicone handles as well, so you don't burn your hands, you can go oven to table, stovetop to table, which is awesome.
This is the time of year as we get into, you know, this season with Thanksgiving, with friends, with family, the holidays, we're celebrating, we're cooking, we're staying indoors. This is what you're gonna make everything with. I am being told by our lovely producer, Angela, we are already off to a flying start. I wanna stress, we are scarily close to that 30,000 mark. We are 26,000 now, so final few thousand to go around. If you would like to get yours, it's there for you in red, teal, white, or the black. We'll send it to you. You've got 30 days to try it out, to experience it. What I love most of all about this Kitchen HQ line, first of all, is that, Chef, you live and breathe this,
I
right?
love this line because they gave me free reign.
Right.
So I got to develop recipes, take photos, really do whatever I felt like doing in my own kitchen. I have the red one at home. It lives on my stovetop. And for the last 2 months, I've been just cooking, playing, doing recipes. All those recipes are on hsn.com, including that ribeye with the teriyaki sauce and a focaccia bread and cobblers. And I really developed recipes that showed you can steam, sear, braise, roast, fry, bake. You can do all of that with great cast iron.
Do more with less, right? So you're
Absolutely.
not. It's so important because now this makes life easier in the kitchen. So it takes a second to kind of get your head around it, because all the things that you think about cast iron, the negative things, I should clarify, are not true with this. I can put this in the dishwasher. It is non-stick. Chef is going to prove that time and time and time and time and time again. This is easy clean, easy release, quick release. This is cast iron with even heat distribution, truly giving you the best cooking experience, which, I mean, ultimately, Chef, is why it's always classified as the gold standard. You ask anybody, everybody says cast iron is the best.
Sometimes it will even put it, Adam, on a menu. We'll say cast iron fried or cast iron braised, because even a general diner knows that means it's going to be good. It's going to be even colored, whether it's a sear, a bake, a braise, a fry, whatever. So it's always been known cast iron is superior. But for a lot of home cooks, they say, well, I don't want to baby it. I don't know how to season it. What does that mean, seasoning, all that good stuff? Now, sometimes, Adam, you'll see cast irons that say, well, it's enamel coated. And those look great right out of the box, but they're not non-stick. So after a couple uses, that beautiful enamel coating looks brown, kind of looks used, right? So this coating, it is proper cast iron, and it is proper non-stick. You saw me wipe out that teriyaki, but also that non-stick coating allows me to do things you can't do with old school cast iron. I cooked here with the chicken, with wine and a tomato. These are acidic ingredients. Old school cast iron, you can't do that. Sun-dried tomatoes and these eggs and cream and parm and black pepper. I'm now gonna use the lid, Adam, that airtight seal. That's poaching my eggs now. So cooking for a crowd, easy.
It's insane. Folks, there's a couple things just to let everyone know in this hour, because it is Chef's final hour of the day. We're doing like a buy one, gift one on an ice cream maker at the end of the hour.
That's awesome.
It's a 10-minute deal, and it's like a giveaway price. So stay with us for a big finale. We have now crossed 27,000. Again, we are now 3,000 away from that 30,000 mark. As we get closer to the 30,000, we're going to get busier and busier and busier as more and more people say, I need to get that. This is our last Cookware Today special of the year. There are no more at all. So if you wanted to get something that makes more sense because of the depth, because of the capacity, whether it's just you at home or you and your other half, or even a family, Chef, this size and the depth is versatile.
So the size is amazing, 4.5 quarts. I mean, you could see the deep size. I've got 6 chicken thighs in there. Wait to see the pot roast dinner that we're gonna do. But then again, it's a non-stick coating. So look, even my sticky teriyaki, even if I wanted to use it as my non-stick pan, just to do a couple eggs in the morning, or some pancakes, easy as pie. But then if I want to do something to feed a crowd, poach 9 eggs at the same time in some cream or tomato sauce, you can do that too. So it kind of becomes whatever you need it to be. It's a day-to-day, or it can be that special occasion pan as well. So that was the same pan, Adam, that I did the steak sear in, and then we put the stock, then we put the teriyaki sauce. Again, all these recipes are up, and look, this is after it's been seared, after it's been,
You're not scared?
Coated in sticky teriyaki sauce. It's totally unbelievable, right?
It just comes right up. There's nothing there. There's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
There's nothing sticking to it. So I hope that proves what many people thought would be impossible. Truly a breakthrough. This is next generation cast iron. It's real cast iron, but it's done in a way that means that there is no hassle, there is no seasoning, there is no babying, there's no maintaining it. You can dishwash this. You can be rest assured that it is easy cleanup and easy release. We have over 500 people placing orders. Did you, Angela, you say black's going to be the first to go now? Okay, if you're looking for the black, final few hundred in the black. I have black, I have teal, I have red, and I have white. White is also very popular. Chef, what's coming out of the
oven? I love the white. So check this out. Now, I talked about the big pot roast. We've seared, we braised, we're now poaching eggs. We can also roast. Now check this out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Now this is a 3-pound pot roast. Wow. Okay, maybe actually a little bit more. You've got the potatoes that are just tender, right? Taking on that stock, the vegetables, and look.
Oh, now you are going to let me have some of this,
You
right?
can have all 3 pounds.
Don't tempt
Wow.
me, Chef. I'll do it.
Save me one.
Don't challenge me. I'll eat it all.
I mean, are you kidding me? So in this recipe, by the way, this is an economical cut. You can get those cheaper cuts. You can get pork shoulders, really cheaper cuts, and make them tender and beautiful with cast iron. Sear them, flip them, stock, veg. Now you get the airtight lid. Finish it in the oven or stovetop, and you've got the perfect result.
I mean, it's magic. It really is. It's the best way to cook. It's the best way to make the most of what you're doing in the kitchen, whether it's making something simple, quick and easy for you and your husband on an evening, or for the entire family if you're doing a Sunday lunch. This is exactly what we need. We're really busy now, folks. We are about to hit 27,400. Again, every one that is sold gets us closer to that 30,000 mark, and then it's really all but done and dusted. If you would like to grab it, we're doing FlexPay, so the FlexPay brings it home for $11 and change. We'll ship it to you. You've got 30 days to experience it, cook with it, use it, explore the opportunities with it. If you don't think it's amazing, send it back for a refund of the purchase price, but do not miss out. The price also is expiring, I should say. I don't think there's going to be any left, so it's kind of a non-issue. But sometimes with our today's specials, there's what's called a post-sale. There is no post-sale with this. The price will go up in 2.5 hours. So there's the black, which we are selling out of very quickly. If you want the black, call now. This is the white, which is blazing a trail in this presentation. There is the red. I need not even sell the red because everybody wants the red. Everybody loves the red. This one is going to be your teal. So we have the teal available as well. It's nice to bring some character and personality into the kitchen, Chef, don't you think, having these colors?
And you know, the whole brand does really great with colors. At Kitchen HQ, whatever, if you go on hsn.com and peruse through whatever we have, we really take pride in the colors. I know a lot of people like to have a theme of colors in their kitchen. So if you look at our whole lineup, you can pick red, you could pick those vibrant blues, black and white, obviously. So many different colors to pick from, and stick to a theme if you like. Isn't that great? And it's so simple. Like I said, you don't have to go for the expensive tenderloin. This is a simple pot roast, and that's the 4.5 quart quantity. The 3-inch height makes it perfect for roasting a pot roast or a turkey breast or a chicken, or, you know, these whole one-pan roast dinners are amazing. And look, cast iron stays hot. This is still steaming. My poached eggs that I did earlier, and a little bit of cream, some black pepper, some sun-dried tomatoes, which I love because it kind of infuses that little rosé color. Some Parmesan cheese. This is an elegant way to do a brunch dish at home without poaching individual eggs in a stainless steel pot that loses its heat.
This melts in your mouth, I've got to tell you. It's just so delicious. I think it's exciting because what I've seen is so much confusion when it comes to kitchen cookware. There's lots of fancy names and fancy brands and fancy materials and fancy patterns and lots of gobbledygook, as it were. We know cast iron, right? We know what cast iron is and why it's so good. Grandma had cast iron, Mom has cast iron. We know cast iron is that gold standard. But if you can take traditional cast iron and upgrade it, give it the twist, a modern day twist, then you're onto a winner. Because all the things that we loved about cast iron are right here. Better cooking, even cooking, just better all round. But eliminate the heartache. I can dishwash this. I don't have to worry about things sticking. I have a cast iron pan that's going to continue to look as good as new without having to maintain it. I don't have to season it. I can use this as I would a normal pan, but get the better results every single time. All right, we're nearly at 28,000. So again, I've been yabbering on for a little bit. I've been talking gobbledygook, another 300-400. I've just been, don't agree with that, Deke, on cameras. I see you over there. He says, I've talked a lot of gobbledygook. You're naughty. Okay, this is truly and honestly an amazing buy. Chef, let's talk to that. You must have used so many different products in your life, right?
And tons of cast iron over my life. I've always loved cast iron. Years ago, when I wrote my cookbook, Adam, about 4 years ago, I wrote in the book, everyone should have a cast iron pan.
Did you really?
It's in my own writings about 4 years ago, and I truly believe that. At the time, I didn't know there was such a thing as non-stick cast iron pans, because I would have been all over that. I don't think it existed at the time. So the idea that you could take the essence of a cast iron and make it easy to take care of, non-stick. I mean, we've seen me wipe out the same pan after searing a steak. We've seen me use the same pan after having a sticky teriyaki sauce. Let me show you the bottom of this pan. This recipe is on hsn.com, one of those recipes I talked about that I developed with pictures. It's a sticky cobbler, very easy. But look, Let me get to the bottom. All that fruity goodness.
Yep.
Not sticking.
Nope.
Metal utensils, don't worry about it.
Yep.
And look, all that sugary stuff. It's gonna be harder for me to clean the spoon than the pan. And look, you can see the bottom of the pan easy. And Adam, I've been saying it all day. When you're worried about the cleanup, you don't reach for the pan. Right. When you dread the cleanup, you say, and you don't end up using it. This is cast iron you can use every day. You can wipe it out after hard searing a steak, and it will be clean. A little hot water, a little soapy water, even put in the dishwasher, it's gonna be clean.
Isn't that the truth, though? When we buy something, if we find it to be difficult or hard or awkward, we don't reach for it. It's like an appliance that you buy that is too many pieces, too many things. It's there, it just lives in the cupboard, you never use it. With this, you'll always reach for it. It will always be your go-to. Black is nearly gone. Angela, which was the second most limited now? After the black, it's teal. All right, black and teal, last call, folks. Black and teal, last call. I also want you to think about, if I may be so bold, holiday gifts, hostess gifts. I mean, again, $34 and change. It's a really, really low price, big quality. And again, you feel that quality when you hold it. One of the brilliant things about this is, versus last year's model, they put the two helper handles, as I love to call them, on the side. So now it's easier to transport from stove to table. And let me tell you, the two silicone covers, you're getting those. They're color-coded with whichever you choose. We normally sell silicone covers like this. I don't know, prices vary, but $5, $10, $15. We're including it. So now you're never gonna burn your fingers, never burn your hands. It's like just like Chef is doing. Right.
Talk about stove to table, oven to table, and I really want to emphasize the sheer capacity. This is a 4.5-quart pasta bake that got really beautiful. I popped it under the broiler to get some beautiful color. But I just want to show you, you can get into this. Non-stick, and I mean it. We've seen sugar. Now we're gonna see ooey gooey cheese. And look at the sheer quantity, right? Now, it gets hot and stays hot. That means if I put this enormous pasta bake on my table, I just wanna show you the bottom. It's gonna stay hot for like 45 minutes.
Because of the cast iron.
Because the cast irons retain heat. Guys, can you get the shot of the bottom? I mean, look how much pot this is.
If anybody
I'm
can
gonna
get
feed
the
20
shot,
people.
Deke is gonna get the shot.
Deke,
I know he will. Come on,
down
Deke.
below. Look, there's my cheese. There's my sauce. I've reached the bottom. So imagine, once I get to the bottom of that big pasta bake, even that cleanup will be easy. But sheer quantity, and I think it looks great. The fact that you add in those silicone handles means you go oven or stove to table, and it also means your guests, if they're serving themselves, won't burn their hands. They won't burn their fingers, so it's great.
It's a thoughtful extra, and again, just to stress, a lot of times people worry with cast iron about weight. So if you have a traditional cast iron pan with a long handle at the side, obviously when you go to pick that up, there's a lot of weight that's gonna be on your wrist, right? That's not always comfortable. This is much better because you're distributing the weight in the pan itself and you're using both hands to transport it from the stovetop or from the oven to the table. So it makes a lot of sense. I think you'll love that as well.
Yeah.
It's big enough for the whole family. It's small enough to use every day without it being cumbersome. And it's just an all-round bestseller. Chef is not back this year with another Cookware Today special. This is the last one of 2023. And Chef, I know you read so many of the reviews. I don't think I've ever seen another cookware line where virtually everyone is 5-star.
I think people recognize how special this is. And you're right. People want cast iron. They know it's good. They know it's the way to do it. But they never want to take care of it, right? They never knew, what does it mean to season it? Like, what does that mean? What do you mean I can't clean it after cooking chicken? Like, I want to clean it. Make it non-stick, and that's what we did. You still have the virtues of cast iron. You still have the quality of cast iron, right? But you get it non-stick. You're doing your smash burgers. You're searing and braising your chicken. Even from frozen shrimp, we're going to do a quick scampi. From the oven, you're doing your pot roast, your chicken roast, a giant pasta bake, and as you head into holiday season, think about those dishes where you want to entertain a crowd, you can do it. Look at those mussels.
Gorgeous.
They steamed in real time in about 5-6 minutes. Put it right on the table like so. I think it looks great.
It does look great, and I can't be the only one. Chef and I can't be the only ones in America who see this price and just go, what on earth? $34.99? Even Andrew, who's on the studio floor, he looks bewildered. Bewildered at this. He's throwing his hands in the air. It's an insane deal, and that's why we've sold 28,500. Okay, We started, we're at 26. I said to everybody we were going to get close to the 30,000, and we are nearly there. As we get over 29,000, we're going to get even busier. And then it is last call across the board. I have 200 left if you're looking for black, about 350, 400 if you're looking for teal. I have red available, and I have the white available as well. Oh. Maybe you want to get one as a housewarming gift, one for your sister for Christmas, one for you. I mean, really, at this price point, to be delivered to your door on a flex payment of $11 and change is so worthwhile. Remember, Chef and I have a really good hour. On the way next, we're going to sell out the world's best automated can opener. At the end of this hour, we have an ice cream maker. It's a 2-pack. It's like a giveaway. You will not believe the price of the ice cream makers that are coming up. So stick around for that. It's in about 25 minutes. I promise you, you will be stunned. All right, let's go back over to Chef. Chef, what are we doing now?
The ultimate, for me, smash burgers. Look at the crust. This is what you want with a smash burger because you're getting that ultimate surface area. The beef is touching all of the cast iron. If I did this in steel or aluminum, what happens is you get little spotty dark bits and gray bits. It's not perfectly crusty. And then, cheese right on.
Oh,
now,
yummy.
Adam, if this cheese cascades down over my burger, I don't worry about it.
Right.
I want that.
Right.
And I know it's not going to be a pain to clean up after. I'm doing it in real time, no mess. Non-stick, even for cheese.
One of the things we love about cooking with Shahir is that, you know, you get to see everything in real time as it happens live. So the results are guaranteed. This isn't some pre-recorded, edited out of the bad bits. You're seeing everything happen. And Chef has proved it. He's demolished these dishes to prove to you that there is no stick, there is no hassle. And that's why it doesn't just meet the expectations that you've got, it exceeds them, it smashes them, it truly does. All right, with that being said, we're getting busier. Now 600 and something people on the phone line. Red is nearly gone, sorry, teal is nearly gone, black is nearly gone. White is really blazing a trail. And don't forget the red. If you don't know what color to buy the red. Everybody loves the red. You'll instantly identify it and you'll love it. Remember, you've got the KHQ, Kitchen HQ logo on the top. This is that heat-tempered glass lid with the steam release valve that's there. And you get the silicone handle covers to go with it. Chef, this is awesome. A new model, as it were, for the new year.
That's right. So last year we had the, you know, a bit of a smaller model with a handle. And then we listened to you and they said, look, it's a little bit cumbersome. We want to be able to take this from oven or from stovetop to table. Great. So we took out that long, cumbersome handle and put in 2 shorter ones so that you could easily do that with the silicone handle protectors. So this is the great thing about being the in-house brand. We can actually pivot and make things happen. We listen to you, and we want you to have functional cookware that you're actually going to have fun using day to day.
I want to encourage you to find and follow Chef Shahir. He's an amazing talent. If you go to HSN, I'm talking about you like you're not here,
Look
Chef.
at that.
If you go to hsn.com and click on the Today's Special, you'll actually see a little picture of Chef, and if you click on that, you'll get access to some of the recipes of some of the featured dishes that Chef has been cooking all day long. So I encourage you. In fact, our lovely producer Angela just found it right there, that little picture of Chef. You click on it, and that gives you access to some really tempting recipes that you could try right out of the gate with your new cast iron. And that's the thing, Chef. Once you try this, I think you'll be addicted to it because it is so easy and fun.
And I think you're going to see that, unlike old school cast iron where you're worried to use it, you don't know how to take care of it, what does it mean to season it? This is like using a non-stick pan, right?
Right.
And you use it as such, but then you get the benefits of cast iron. You're going to be searing, you're going to be poaching, you're going to be roasting, you're going to be braising, you're going to be frying because you get that even heat. So whether you're frying fried chicken or donuts or whatever you're frying, this I've been doing all day, and people have been loving this because they can resonate with it. Look, when you put something, and this is cold donut dough, into your hot oil, you see that the bubbles are now rolling, and you get small, even bubbles. That, to me, means your heat is still there. It hasn't dropped. When you deep fry, and this is why Grandma, you know, used to fry chicken in cast iron, it stays hot. If your oil temperature drops, that's when things get greasy because the food sucks up the oil.
Right.
That's what you don't want. So you want to be able to put food into your oil, even cold food, and see those little bubbles working magically. That means your oil temperature is still constant. So cast iron, when we say it over and over again, gets hot, stays hot. I do mean it for all these elements of searing, braising, roasting, poaching, baking. When you do your cornbread in cast iron, you're gonna get even color because you get even heat. So all those different cooking aspects, you get even heat, and that's what you want. Now look at the even color on my donuts.
Oh my gosh.
So when you're cooking at home, and I know this happens a lot to home cooks, whether you're frying or searing or braising, roasting, sometimes you say, I'm not getting even color, and I don't know why. It's because you're not getting even heat. So professional chefs have long loved cast iron for that equal, even heat distribution, whatever the cooking process is. And that's what we're seeing here today with all these recipes, and that's what you want to do at home with those recipes on hsn.com.
Isn't it tempting though? It's so tempting to try it because everything's right about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the food looks amazing, obviously. The benefits are clearly there. It's cast iron, so that already rings some bells. It's like, oh, cast iron. I've always wanted a cast iron pan. You're telling me I don't need to season this? I can dishwash this? I can use this and not be fearful that it's going to be a pain in the neck? But I get all the benefits of cast iron. Yeah, you do. You really do. I mean, Chef, let's say it as it is. Since Kitchen HQ launched their cast iron line, it has been our fastest selling new kitchenware ever.
And it's simple. It's because it's about a simple solution. That's really what we do as a brand. We come up with simple solutions to everyday problems for the home cook. And we actually work backwards at them. So we work backwards and say, okay, chef, what do you love to cook with? And I say cast iron.
Right.
And then we think about you and say, well, what does the average home cook love? Well, they love easy cleanup. They love, non-stick. And then we kind of put the two together, and we've done it successfully here. We had a great run last year with this similar size, and I think it gets better and better with your input, so thank you for that.
So, Chef, I'm going to switch sides with you for a second. Folks, come over here if you wouldn't mind. I wish we had 2 hours. I feel like we're rushing along here. So we're going to sell out the can opener next. There's like 900 of those, and then we're going to do a mandolin slicer really fast, and then we've got this buy one, gift one, buy one, kind of get one. You get 2 ice cream makers for a giveaway price. We are now over the 29,000 threshold. We are now officially in sellout quantities. So we're taking our final orders as we speak. I don't have any advanced order, extended delivery. This is the last of it. Final 150 if you're looking for black. Final 200 or so if you're looking for teal. Red is most available, I'm being told, but is the best seller. So it's, it kind of cancels each other out. Red is selling the fastest. We have the white. White's a beautiful choice as well because the white, as it contrasts with the cast iron black on the inside, looks amazing. You will get the heat-tempered glass lid. And obviously, as we've been mentioning, you get the silicone covers. We have done many a time cooking shows where you buy these as an extra. $5, $10, $15. We will include them with every order that is placed before we sell this out. So every order will include the silicone covers to go on the handles. And that just means that you're not going to burn your hands, and it's easy to transport it from the stove, from the oven, to the tabletop. So we love that. Notice how I'm holding this. I'm using both hands. So I don't have a pan, any pan, let alone a cast iron pan, with one long handle where I lift it up and there's so much weight on my hand and my wrist, and that can be really painful. It can be, This is nice and easy. Okay. In a few moments, we will be removing the black and the teal from the studio. That is last chance as we hit 29,300. This is going to be an interesting race, the clock or a sellout. 3 flex pay, $11 and change. Chef, there's a lot of us that have spent hundreds of dollars on cookware and not been happy.
And you're not happy because you don't use it. If you know it's going to be a pain to use and things are going to stick and things are going to be hard to clean, you don't end up reaching for that cookware, right? So it might look nice, it might look attractive, it might sound fancy, it might even be expensive. And if you don't use it, you don't use it. So we wanted to come up with a cast iron lineup that you're going to reach for over and over again because you don't fear using it. I think we've shown really great how non-stick it is, from the searing of the steak, wiping it clean, to the bottom of a cobbler pan where it's super sticky, but not sticking to the bottom of our pan, right? Even salmon fillets, right? Nothing is sticking.
No,
and
sliding
this is the
around.
stuff that people are worried about. Oh my gosh, will it stick? Skin on chicken, never stuck. We seared it. Now we're braising it. Little shrimps. Whatever you're doing, it's going to be easy to use, but you're getting the benefits of the even heat distribution of cast iron.
It's got to be worth a try, right? Because if you love it, it changes everything. If you give it a chance, you've got 30 days. If you don't love it, send it back for a refund of the purchase price. but you should try it. This isn't the first. We've done many different cast iron. I mean, I told you our director, Dixon, I think he's got the entire collection at this stage. But the one thing that he has said, that we have said, that you have said in our reviews, is that it delivers and people love it. And I think we also appreciate the price point. $34.99. For all of these benefits, you might imagine it would be more. In fact, the retail price is $87, which even that sounds really a good value for what it is and the size, the 4.5 quart capacity. But to go from $87 to $34.99 is just a massive discount. If there is even one left at midnight, the price will go back up. So bear that in mind as you do it. Chef, just a couple minutes remain, and those salmon's looking gorgeous already.
The salmons are working, and like I said earlier, you don't have to worry about cooking with acidity like lemon or wine or tomato. Old school cast iron, you can never do this. With this, you can. Nothing is sticking, and acid is your friend, okay? You can now build a little pan sauce in with the salmon. So far, we've done the seared chicken. We've seared and we've braised. We've done the teriyaki steak. We've done the smash burgers. We've poached eggs and cream and parm and sun-dried tomato. We made a quick shrimp scampi from frozen shrimp, and it got hot right away.
Yeah.
We've done the cobblers. We've done 2 big quantity to show off that 4.5 quart capacity of the shreddable pot roast. Imagine a pork shoulder. Or this huge, sticky cheese bake, pasta bake that won't stick to the bottom. Guys, if you see, by the way, still steam coming out of this. There is. Look at the steam.
So it's still red hot.
This has been out of the oven for like 20 minutes, right? We did the mussels. We used that lid, the sealable lid, allowed us to steam those mussels in wine and garlic and stock. And then over here, we fried. As we fried, the temperature stayed constant. It didn't drop. That's what you want from cast iron, and yet it's non-stick.
I'd just love for you to get one. I think you'll... Oh, wait a minute. I was just about to take a bite of my donut. Hold on, let me put it back down.
Still hot, still hot.
Guys, we are going to call the black now sold out, so I'll move it over to this side of the studio. If it's in your shopping cart, check it out as fast as you can. Teal will be the next to go. Red will be the next to go. If there's any left, it looks like there'll be some of the white. Red is the best seller. Red is the best seller at this stage. Congratulations. I hope you love this. You just got our last Cookware Today special of the year at the lowest price, cast iron with all the upgrades. Do not hang up. We are counting you in. Final orders are being placed right now. Let us know what you think. Chef wants to hear from you. We want to hear from you. Also, we'd love for you to join the family. If you apply for an HSN credit card and you get approved, you can take $10 off your first single item purchase. So don't forget, if you, the salmon.
Save me that salmon for dinner, Adam.
And Trace, will you save me one of the salmon?
Save us the salmon.
We want to thank Tracy, who's here as well, who is the best in the kitchen. She's been at HSN. Can we just get a shot of Tracy for a second?
Tracy is the best.
Come here. This lady, let me tell you.
She helps all day long.
She has a heart of gold. She's an amazingly talented lady. And she's been here for how many years?
26.
26! And she looks younger than